Well, hello there. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today we'll be going the Pokemon Minimum Battles Challenge in Pokemon Black. Now, if you don't know what Pokemon Minimum Battles is, it's where you don't fight all the trainers that are optional. You only fight the ones that are mandatory. Now, as we go on, we'll end up doing the whole entire Pokédex. But for now, we're only just going to be doing the Kanto starters. Starting with Venusaur, working our way to Charizard and Blastoise. Now if we beat the final stage starter, then we'll go to the next stage and the next stage previously. But if one stage can't get past it, the first stage will not progress. So for example, if Ivysaur can't beat it, Bulbasaur I won't even bother, since they've got the same movesets, just lower stats. Now other rules are, we start with the level 5 movesets, no vitamins, no items in battle, and I will be trying to avoid TMs that are used by everyone, such as Rest and Double Team. Now a thing to note with Gen 5 is that Nature's becomes an actual factor after Gen 3. Now Nature's have plus or attack and different stats. I'll just be going with the neutral nature for now, just to make it a lot easier to go through. With abilities, I'll be keeping with the standard one that they start with, unless I feel like the hidden ability or the second ability will give the Pokemon a better fighting chance. Our first set of challenges will be Venusaur. Now, the stats of Venusaur are actually pretty good, especially at this start of the game. You've got 80 health, 82 attack, 83 defense, 100 special attack, 100 special defense, and 80 speed. So I don't think he'll have a problem at the first gym, but we'll see. Also with the level up movesets, since they won't have any TMs available at the start of the game, will be Growl, Growth, Pelgance, Tackle, Vine Whip. Now if you're a bit confused by that, since Pokemon can only have 4 moves, it'll probably only have Vine Whip, Tackle and Growl, and maybe Leech Seed, but we'll find out as the game goes on. Now let's get started. We pick up our first Pokemon Venusaur at the start. Now in this first battle you cannot choose your IVs or EVs or any of that until after you beat Bianca and Cherim. This will probably not be trouble for many Pokemon, other than a few that will have bad movesets to start out with. But for the Kanto starters and probably for all the starters, this isn't really going to be too much of trouble. As you can see, Venusaur starts with Vine Whip and easily takes care of Bianca. Next you have to fight Cherim, and even though he will have the opposite starter that you pick, so if you pick a grass starter he'll have a fire starter. You don't actually have to win these battles, but if you don't win these you will lose out on XP, which will probably be important for later on. So if a Pokemon cannot beat Bianca or Cherim at the start, they'll miss out on 86 XP. Now it might not mean much, but as we go on it could really snowball into something else. Now, for most of the strategy, it's just using Tackle until you beat the opponent. Now to move on to the next mandatory trainer, and possibly the hardest one for Psychic types. The trainer is none other than N. He won't probably be too much of a problem for any of our starters today. Although, for anyone that's got a Psychic type with only Psychic moves, he's going to be a bit of a war. To alleviate this, we'll probably end up using Struggle, but we'll be putting him on a special list called the Struggle list if they can manage to beat N and then manage to beat the gym leader afterwards. But anyway, he's no problems for Venusaur. I'll mark down the other mandatory trainers that you have to fight, but I'll probably be skipping them for everyone else unless they've got particular trouble. The next trainer that you have to fight is youngster Jimmy. Now youngster Jimmy won't give too many Pokemon any trouble today. In fact, he'll be probably something I'll end up skipping for everyone else just to speed up the process. But as you can see, Venusaur has no trouble with his Pat Rat. And as with our movement battles, we'll be skipping all these trainers here. As you can see, I was saving in between because these are spinner trainers which you could easily get caught on. And anyway, time to move on. Next we'll have Bianca, but she's such a joke that probably no one's going to have trouble with her today. In fact, if you have trouble with her, it's probably because you're going to have trouble with the Lillipup. Anyway, Venusaur easily ends up beating her. A couple of Vine Whips on the Lillipup, and then on her Water type, a couple more Vine Whips. But you have to fight her, unfortunately, to get to the city, and then the next one you got to fight. Next you have to fight Sharon again. But he's upgraded. Now he's actually got a move that can be quite effective against your starter. And he's probably the only challenge other than the actual gym leader that many of our Pokemon will actually have trouble with today. Now the thing is, it seems like he randomly picks his moves because he doesn't always pick a fire move against your grass starter. But Venusaur easily gets through because of the massive stats and easily wins. Now we'll move on to the next few mandatory trainers, which for everyone else will probably end up skipping unless they have trouble with. Next one is Walter Maxwell, but he's an easy win, so we're not even going to talk about him anymore. Next we have Waitress Tia. Now you could run into a problem here, kind of like when you're facing Brock in Generation 1, because she's got the move Bide. Now I accidentally thanked to her the first time because I didn't even notice it was setting up Bide. I was just smashing A to try and get through it. But we easily get through a Pat Rat on the next one by using a combination of Leech Seed every time he sets up a Bide. And we finally take on her Purloin, which is a pretty easy defeat. Now this will probably be the last time I mention these two trainers, as they're not really going to cause me problems, except for maybe Tina occasionally. But the real challenge is the gym leader that comes up. Now unlike all previous series before Gen 5 and possibly after Gen 5, the starter you pick will determine which gym leader you actually face. Now there's 3 of them, a fire, a grass, a water one, but it will change as you pick your particular starter. Since we pick the grass starter, he'll have both a Lillipup at start, which they all do, but then he'll have a fire monkey afterwards. Now the Lillipup shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but it does have the move Work Up, and the move Work Up, if you let it build too much, he will defeat your Pokemon. But because Venusaur levels up here, he gets to have the option of either letting Poison Power or Sleep Power over his moveset. Now, Sleep Power is a pretty good killer. Not so good in Gen 5, but in Gen 1 it was pretty much broken. Still alright in Gen 5. We put the Pansu asleep. He wakes up, burns my berry, but as it goes on we will put him asleep again, put Leech Seed, and constantly try and tackle him down till we defeat. And Venusaur makes it through. He is now moving on to the next gym afterwards, but we now get to test out Ivysaur. Let's quickly check his stats. Now he's got 60 HP, 62 attack, 63 defense. Skill are pretty good, 80 special attack and 80 defense. But his speed's a bit slow, so that could be a problem. But we'll see if he can defeat the trainers. First, let's just check out his movesets. Now he's got Leech Seed, Tackle and Growl. So he'll easily beat Bianca. We'll skip this battle now and go straight to the hard one. Now we go on to Charon number 2.0. Now Charon, remember, gets to have a fire move at the start. Now we've only got Leech Seed to really help and Tackle. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but let's just see quickly if we get any resets. Nope, seems to be going alright and easily beats the Pig Knight. And he'll probably beat the Purloin because, you know, 2 levels above. Alright, move on to the gym leader. First up is the Lillipuff. Now with Leech Seed and Growl, I'm probably just going to slowly wipe him out instead of, you know, killing him quick because I want to preserve some of my health. So as it goes on, you'll see it trying to bulk up, but I'll keep growling it to keep it from hitting hard so that I can have some health for when the Panzer comes out. Now Ivysaur's not having too much trouble. If you remember last time, Venusaur got to level 13 and got Sleep Power, so I will be copying the strategy for Ivysaur. Let's just hope that maybe the extra weakness isn't too much of a factor. Anyway, here comes our arch enemy Pansy. Now I put the Sleep Power in. It burns up my berry unfortunately, so I can't heal from that. But luckily I'll be able to heal from the Leech Seed. And this is just going to be a slow drag. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage and I can win, and done. That was really quick. And Ivysaur makes it to the next stage. Now time to check out the Bulbasaur. Now of course Bulbasaur's got much worse stats than the Ivysaur. 45 health is okay at this part of the game for a first stage starter. 45 speed's a bit slow. 49 attack is pretty low, and 49 defense is pretty low. But the 65 special defense and special attack actually might mean that Bulbasaur might have a chance of beating this first gym. Remember, it'll get Sleep Power at level 13 as well, but just has to be able to take enough of a hit and be able to dish out. With 49 attack, it might have a bit of trouble, and they have several resets and might not even make it, but let's just see. Now I'm going to bring up the Bianca fight. I'll skip the Charon fight, but just to sort of show you how it actually looks in the base game when the starter versus starter at the start. You only get Tackle and Growl with a Bulbasaur versus bears that have Tackle and Growl. And as you'll see, it's just a slog of just tackling and hoping that they don't do too much damage, and resetting the game if they manage to beat you. So it makes Bulbasaur a lot slower at the start. But anyway, easily beat Bianca, and I'll easily beat, well, I actually lose to Charon the first time and have to restart. And because I can't pick the IVs, or EVs or any of that, Bulbasaur could have really bad one at the start. Oh, I was wrong. He beat Charon. Alright, let's move on to the hard part battles. Time for Charon 2.0. Now, he did have Tackle and Growl before, but he got Leech Seed after beating N, and wasn't too hard, so it wasn't, you know, too much of a struggle. But here is going to be a bit of a hard one because, yeah, as you can see, he's already got the burn on me from one Ember. But as I said to you before, he does do random. That was the first reset for Bulbasaur. So we'll see how many more resets. Next fight, let's just see. Alright, got Leech Seed, he went for Tail Whip. This is what I was talking about with the random. Honestly, he should just go nothing but Amber and he'd probably win every time. But he's gone 3 Ambers in a row and I just managed to beat him. good on you, Bulbasaur. Such a champ, this one. Yeah, but Purloin could be an issue. But luckily, pretty gum AI went for Growl when had a chance of killing. Anyway, let's go to the next hard power. Now this is really going to be a tough battle, and this will require a lot of luck, because even with sleep power, remember this is not Gen 1 sleep power, he could easily wake up and just do Incinerate. And even though Bulbasaur's got a fairly good special defense for a first stage starter, he still will easily get beat, because he won't be able to do enough damage with tackles, and if they get too much work up, they'll end up making it hard. Anyway, the little puff's a slow drag, because we're doing the same thing as we were doing with Ivysaur. We're just trying to make sure he's got enough health, especially for Bulbasaur who kind of needs it. And as we get through, we slowly beat the little puff, and we're at full health at level 13. And same choice again. I skipped poison power because it doesn't do enough damage in time, whereby sleep power will actually be pretty handy. Alright, here comes the Fanseed. Now, I'm not expecting to win the first time. Alright, you got the work up gun, but luckily we got the sleep gun. So Lead Seed, and we'll just try and get there. Alright, just concentrating. Seems to be going pretty well. Oh, you woke up. And I just got crit. Oh man. And I'm going to let my live reaction on this one. Machine. I don't want anyone else giving shit to Bulbasaur. Now, I know he's usually the starter that gets left behind. Everyone picks his Charmander. Well, but mate, you have a Bulbasaur like this, he gets 3 crits at the start. You know, what more can you ask for? Times, great times. Well, on to the Charizard line now. Now I'm expecting Charizard to easily make it, but will the other lines make it? Let's see. Now Charizard's got excellent stats. Pretty high HP, pretty good attack, pretty good defense, really good special attack, really great speed. Defense could be improved. Now let's look at the moveset. Just quickly with movesets, he's only going to have Amber, Smoke Screen, Scratch and Growl to start with. Those other moves are sort of blocked off till you get a Heart Scale. Anyway, we'll go straight to the Charon Battle. Charon shouldn't pose too much of a problem, because Charizard's higher attack and everything means that even with the water guns, that did a lot more damage I thought. Although now with the Amber, just some Purloins to hit. So let's just move on straight to the hard fight of them all. Now, as previously with Venusaur, you fight the opposite one. So after a Lily Puff, which easily goes down to a couple of Ambers, we'll fight the Panpour. Now Panpour could give us trouble with the water type attacks and the build up. I just try to go straight for a Scratch. And it seems to be working. Oh, that was a really close one. 1 health. But Charizard makes it through. Time to go to the Charmeleon. Now just to quickly go over his stats, he's got pretty poor health, 58, but he's got an okay attack, 64, 58 defense, which is pretty low, but he's got a really good special attack of 80, good speed of 80, special defense is 65, the same as Bulbasaur, would you believe? So this could give us a bit of trouble in the gym. Anyway, I'm going to go straight to Charon fight because the movesets are pretty similar to Charizard. Now, it could give us trouble here, but let's just hope that Charon picks some really bad moves like he has been previously. Or Bulbasaur, Tail Whip, good, keep going. Scratch, yep, I'll scratch him and get, and that was an easy fight. Purloin's easy get with Amber. I'll go straight to the Gym Leader. Now hopefully Charmeleon can get through this. I know the Lillipuff won't stand much of a chance, although it's done a lot of damage to me already. And I forgot to equip the berry on this one. But let's see how it all goes. So I'm going to try some, smoke screen to try and make sure his accuracy is down. He's got a couple of workups. Oh, let's just see. As long as he doesn't hit me, oh, got right. So I did do accuracy strats to try and get through it. And Charmeleon goes through. Now check on Charmander, everyone's favourite. Now the first thing you'll see here is a really low HP. That's gonna probably be a big factor. Plus the low special defense. Remember, the Gym Leader will use mostly Word Gun, which is a special attack. His attack's only 52 and speed 65, so he'll hit first, but I don't really like the odds here. But maybe Smoke Screen will help. Just before Charon 2.0, I do want to note I had to have a reset on the first Charon and Bianca battle because he lost the fight. So, the stats were pretty bad apparently on that particular Charmander. Anyway, let's get into Charon 2.0. Again, we're just hoping for, him to make really bad decisions. I tried to go for Amber at the start to get a burn, and that's our next reset, the Charmander. So hopefully the next battle will go up there. Alright, second attempt. Alright, I'm going to do a couple of smoke screens to try and lower its accuracy and just go straight for scratch. Just hit the water gun. Ooh. No, third reset. Third time's a charm. Come on, let's go. Alright, try to do the same thing again. Smoke screen and 3 smoke screens. He's missed a few. Hopefully this will be enough, but you can tell that the low HP is already coming into a big factor, and the low special attack. Now if Purloin comes out, I'm hoping that the Amber will do enough. It has Word Gun? Huh. Could not know that Purloin had Word Gun. Alright, let's try that again. After 2 more attempts, I finally got through Charon. Man, that was a bit of a shocking battle. Anyway, let's go straight to the Gym Leader. Hopefully Smoke Screen will come in handy because I don't know how else we're going to beat this. But we'll see how we go. First I'm just going to try, a couple of them. We'll see. And yep, got hit. You can see a good couple workups, but honestly it really didn't even need to do workups. 2 Word Guns would probably would kill him. Yeah. Anyway, I'll try it again. Right, come on Charmander. So we'll just do the same thing we did last time, couple of Ambers. Oh, I got the burn, so that's an easy Lillipuff. And we'll just go straight again. Now I might just try, just do 3 smoke screens instead this time. Now I'm going to go for 4, 5, I'm going to go for the max 6. No, 5. And again. I tried for another 12 more times and it didn't seem to work. And then I started to try a few struggle strats And I'll try back for another 10 more times. I'll show you the last battle, but I really tried to get Charmander to beat this, and he just could not. You know, it literally just took one work up and one word gun every time. And it didn't matter if I tried one smoke screen, couple scratches, if I just tried nothing but scratches, if I tried 6 smoke screens, if I, you know, did 3 ambers and then just struggle to try and get the extra power attack. The struggle's 50 base, scratch is only 35. And as you can see, I was a bit gloomy about that. Anyway, time to go straight to Blastoise. Alright, let's get to Blastoise. Now Blastoise has got pretty good HP, especially this part of the game. 83 attacks, not too bad. 100 defense is great. 105 special defense is excellent. 85 special attack, which is good. 78 speed, which is pretty good. So he's probably going to easily pass through here. Alright, let's look at the moveset. You see Flash Cannon on there. Unfortunately, he will not get access to Flash Cannon. He will get Withdrawal, Tail Whip, Tackle, and Bubble. Yeah, Bubble's only a 20 base power. But you know what, it'll be enough for this part of the game. Hopefully the tackles and withdrawals help. Anyway, time to move on to Cherrim 2.0. With Blastoise's special defense, I don't think he's going to prove any challenge today. You know, a couple tackles and yeah, Purloin. I'll just tackle it to death. Alright, well, Charon was easy. Time for the real battle. Just like before, you'll be facing the grass starter, you know, the opposite to the water. Really, path shouldn't be too much of a problem. Get a couple withdrawals just to make it even harder for it to kill him. But yeah, a couple tackles, get through there. Now I can learn Water Gun, which I'll easily replace Bubble with. Unfortunately, this will not help with this battle, unlike the Bulbasaur Sleep Power. So I just got to brute force it and easily get through it. Yeah, didn't think it would be too much trouble. But let's see how Wartortle goes. Alright, let's talk about Wartortle's base stats. 59 health, which is, you know, okay. 63 attack, which is okay. Really good defense, really good special defense. Pretty good special attack. Pretty abysmal speed. Anyway, you saw the moveset that Wartortle have. We'll see how it all goes, starting with Cherrim 2.0. Alright, well, we've got nothing but tackle for this part, because we can't really do much else. Hopefully it doesn't hit us. Yeah, too many vine whips. So that's a reset on Cherrim. Alright, second time lucky. Alright. Let's go again, second time lucky. Alright, hopefully his Gun AI will pick weird. Yep, that's good. Oh wow, got a crit. Hope things a bit easier. And Purloin should be no problems because of our high defense. Alright, time to move on to the Gym Leader. Just before the Gym Leader, I will say I had about 2 resets on Waitress Diana. Yeah, the bide really kept hitting and I had nothing but tackles, you know, a couple withdrawals to break it. Anyway, get to the Gym Leader. There's really not much strategy here. I might just do, you know, tackles on the Lillipup just to see. I've decided to go for Tail Whip. There's really just Tail Whip and tackle for the next Pokemon that comes out. For Lillipup I could do Withdraw if I really want to keep my defense. but otherwise, you know, I'm just going to have to brute force this, try a couple of different techniques, and just hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. Oh. So we got crit there and we skill loss. Yeah, this is not an easy one. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, you know, Lillipuff's the same way, you know, no real problems. Just going to tackle it and hopefully doesn't waste too much time. Oh, got us way too low of health there. Yeah, it's probably just going to be an automatic reset. Alright, third time lucky. Yeah, it's sad when it's the Lillipuff that does it to you, but you know, that's what happens when all you've got is bubble. Anyway, you know, we'll see how we go. And yep, the berry came in clutch there. So hopefully we'll get enough health to survive, but let's just see. And comes out. I'll do one tail whip to lower its defense and just tackle it to get, and yeah. Alright, I'll try a few more attempts and it still didn't seem to play any different. You know, I got to about 10 attempts. I probably could have tried the struggle strat, but I didn't think that would sort of work because of the Lillipuff. But, you know, maybe I could have given it another try. But I didn't, and unfortunately Wartortle will end up in the losers column. Now obviously I didn't try Squirtle because if Wartortle can't make it, Squirtle definitely cannot make it. So unfortunately that puts Wartortle in the loser column for today. So there we have it for today. The Venusaur, Ivysaur and Bulbasaur line all made it. Charizard and Charmeleon made it. Unfortunately Charmander could not get past the gym leader. Blastoise easily made it, and unfortunately Wartortle could not make it past the gym leader, and therefore the Squirtle could not make it past the gym leader. Next episode I'll be doing all the Johto and Hoenn starters, and hopefully it goes a lot easier for some of them, but I could see, you know, a few of them with a couple troubles. Anyway, comment and leave any suggestions you got, or any way I could play Wartortle any better, or Charmander. Trust me, with Charmander I tried 20 different attempts. Also, comment on who you think's going to make it next week, who's going to fail, who's going to need to use struggle. Anyway, with that, have a great night guys.